Hello, my art friends. How are you? I saw this reference photo and it was in my Facebook group, Landscape References for Artists, and it is a photo by Steve Thomas. And I said, I have to do this immediately because I have a great idea for it. I'm sure you already know what I'm going to do because you can tell just by looking at the photo. Here's the reference photo here. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I can't wait to do this. So, I do have this. This is my tea. This is kind of small, but we're just going to make it work. So, let's see. This is actually like right halfway through, but there's a reason. Let's do maybe a little higher. Nope, right around here. It's like the horizon. But then you see that little pathway. Goes small and then larger. And then there's kind of like a shadowy thing here. Then the green. These ruts. Yes. And then these trees. Lots of trees. There's that glowy ball of sun. Trees. There's mist as well. There's a lot going on here. Oh, even that little Christmas tree here. Pine tree, I should say. I got Christmas on the brain. Do you have Christmas on the brain? Lots of trees. But we will, we'll do what we shall. So, let's see. I'm just going to go right at it and get that ball of sun in there. So because that's kind of like the focal point, right? Just get that ball of sun in there, and it is like right there. But did you see how it's got like a little rim of orange around the, yeah, a little bit. Yep, I should have, I should have wet this down first, but, and then that mist, I'm going to scoop that up. I don't want it too yellowy. Yep, there we go. And then that little bit of glow right in the middle of the path there. Those puddles. Don't they just look so cool? And then, yep, that looks cool. So now I will wet this all back here because this is, let's do that gray misty sky. Even though it's misty, for some reason, it looks like, I'm gonna use my lavender. Oh yeah, really lightly, lavender lightly. Let's do the lavender lightly. Speaking of lavender, I love lavender lattes. Love them. But I've been making my own lattes at home, and I cannot find any lavender syrup. Well, I haven't really been looking. So there's lavender, but I want to do just, because you know how I want to get that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of, that is, so we get that misty mist. A little bit of my favorite Payne's Gray. Darker. Oops, too dark. Maybe not. Misty mist. Hopefully that, we're going to be going over all this anyways. A little mist. Ooh. I'm just going at the seat of my pants here. I don't have set things that I do for like mist, sunshine, things like that. So, and I'm just going to leave that like that because I'm going to take care of it later. So now, just a little bit of, I'm going to use burnt sienna, a little bit burnt sienna, a little Quin burnt orange, and just go in here. Excuse me. See that in the background there? A little bit more Quin gold. Oh yeah. A little Quin gold. And then that's that for that. Let me just a little bit of Quin burnt orange again. Because we're going to be going through this. There's the tree and all that stuff. I'm going to wet this down. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let's do this now. I was in such a rush to get this going. Let's just go in and lighten these just a little bit. Didn't there, but those are going to be for trees anyways. I just want that lightened up a little bit so you don't see it. Alrighty. And then, now we'll just wet this down. And this side here. And these are more like all the leaves, crunchy leaves. So let's just do a little bit of burnt sienna again. Just go in there with our burnt sienna. Just like a little background. So we don't have any white spots. And then how about with a little bit of Quin burnt orange. Little burnt umber, and I'm just going in just a little bit, using it like using my brush. Those leaves. There we go. Same over here. It's a little darker over here, so let's do the Quin burnt orange. And then a little burnt umber. Yep, it's darker on this side for some reason. So do a little Quin burnt umber. And then let's get in some undersea. Just a little undersea. Undersea here. I kind of like the way that looks. That looks kind of cool. Undersea for that. And then you see how this, let's maybe do some goldite brown ochre. Goldite brown ochre. I like using different colors. I just got more colors. Let's see. Oh, I thought I did. I ordered 3 more Daniel Smith colors. And I went to go put them in my palette. And I already had 2 of them. Already had 2 of them. So the only new one I got was Cascade Green. Look at this Cascade Green. Here's the swatch. Oh, can you see that? Isn't that cool? Oh yes. And that's it here. This is the case. I am so obsessed with these 3 right here. These 3. Quin Coral, Potter's Pink, and Quin Violet. Or no, Paraline Violet. Love those. God, look at that Cascade Green. Isn't that cool? I got it because the CEO was talking about it on Jackson's Art YouTube channel. I don't know if you follow it, find the Jackson's Art YouTube channel. They got me when they were doing a couple videos on Derwent color pencils. And I think the CEO and another big guy in Derwent were talking about the Derwent factory and their color pencils and how they make the pencils. And CEO is good looking. But it was fascinating. So find the Jacksons YouTube channel. It just says, I think it just says Jacksons. So many, I've watched so many videos. I found it last weekend, and so many really interesting interviews with people, and really well-made videos. So yeah, so because the CEO of Daniel Smith, I forgot his name, I'll put it down here. He was talking about Cascade Green. He's talking about a lot of stuff, but I already had him. But when he talked about Cascade Green, ordered it immediately. Yes. Watch his video as well. I'll put his name. You probably know his name. So now these what do you call them? Ruts. They're a darker brown, so I'm gonna use raw umber. A lot of raw umber. I mean, it's almost black. A lot of raw umber. And I think I have lunar black. So that's the only dark I have. So I'm just going to go in and just... maybe I need a different brush to go around those things. But this looks cool. Get those ruts. I'm going to have to fill in because I want these ruts to go small. I'm going to use a smaller brush because I have to go around. Got to go around these little puddles. Go around them as best I can. We're going to go over them again. But I do want that yellow to just stick out. Because I don't know how, if we're going to go over them, I don't think yellow is going to overpower dark brown. But yeah. Get those ruts. Look at those ruts there. And before we do the trees, we gotta still finish up these. So what I'm gonna do is I have, where is it? Here it is. I have this that I've cut and chopped up a little bit so that I can do foliage. So let's do that. Let's get in some, let me start with something light first. So with light, we're gonna do raw sienna. And let's go in there like with our raw sienna. Let me see if make sure I have enough on there. Raw sienna, a little bit of yellow ochre. Yep. Fill that in. A little bit here. A little bit, just a bunch of tiny ones here. Just not a lot there. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? I want that to dry a little bit. And while it's drying, let's go in with our really thin number 4. And I'm going to use my gray titanium, a little bit of gray titanium and a little bit of Payne's Gray to do some of the misty trees in the background there. because they are very gray. Just misty trees in the background. We want to barely see them up back there. Very, very misty right in between these. Let's do, that's why I like a really thin. Very misty. Plus we're gonna go over this because we gotta go over with the darker. Look at all those misty trees back there. Yep. Alrighty. And then let's go a little darker. A little more Payne's Gray, but a little more brown. And let's go a little darker. So that's probably, yep. Let's do one of these. What I do is go in there and then pull up so it's nice and thin. Ooh, that looks cool, doesn't it? There's one that goes right through the sun, but I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go kind of around. I'm going to wait till I finish with all the sun stuff, and then maybe I'll do one that goes through. Ooh, just pull up real lightly, real lightly. Yeah, real lightly. Oh, I like the way that looks. Very cool. Now we're going to do one big dark one, and we're going to go in with the Lunar Black. Less water. And he's like right here. Oop. Something happened there. All right. We might have to go over that a little bit more. And then there's one. Let's do one here. Need just a touch of water, just a touch. Oop, oop, oh, that was bad. But you know what? There's nothing we could do. Get some lines in there. Let's do that little pine tree. Let's do the pine tree. He was like right here. It's like right there. Oh, you know what we should have done? We're not done here. We're not done here yet, but there's some little pieces here. Let's do that. Let's get some of these ridges back in. Let's do that. See some dark here. Just a little bit dark. Just a little bit dark. Just to make, yep, a little bit here. We don't want those. Okay, so let me go in and finish. So I want to go in with Quin Burnt Orange. Quin Burnt Orange. I should have waited for that pine tree. Oop, too much water. You can pull that out. plain burnt orange. Let's do and just layer, because it is darker here, so that's okay. That's okay. What else? I'm gonna do a little bit of the undersea green. Too much water in the middle. And then just a tiny bit here. It's not quite like the picture, but I just want all these colors to kind of, you know, blend. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Like that. Then I've got a little bit of Indian red here on this side. Okay. So now I'm just doing my own thing. Not quite. Let me see. Sorry. Let me clean my brush and just a little bit of that lunar black. Just a little bit. Oh, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Little lunar black down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. Maybe some brown. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little tiny thin brush and let's see. Let's take the goethite brown. Excuse me. We want very light, very small, because if we make them too big, like here, these are small, maybe some Piedmont. We're using them all, using all the colors, all the colors. All the colors. Got all the colors going. Happy little trees. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of... what could we do? Maybe just a little, I don't know. Just a little bit, just for the misty mist. A little dry brushing, a little dry brush. All right, so now I'm going to take in my, I'm still with my teeny tiny brush. I'm in the burnt umber. Just want to do a couple little. Just a couple little. These don't really look like. Trying to make this look like a road. it here. And I'm trying to fill in all those little white spots there. What if I went in with a little undersea? Just dab it, just dabbing, just dabbing. Just doing some dabbing. Oh, I think that's what we needed, was the undersea. Just to go in there. All right. This was supposed to be like a bush. We'll do another bush over here. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over some of these trees. Just on one side. Just on one side. Give them a little shadow. Just on one side. Well, try to fill them out a little bit too, because they're just kind of like in the background. Kind of lost them. Kind of lost them a little bit. All right. Stop putzing. Now I'm putzing. All right, let's stop putzing. Okay. Oh, I have to go get it. I'll be right back. Okay. Now that this is dry, just a little bit, I still see where I want to do. This tree is going to need some lines. A little darker. This one as well. Throw in some lines. And then just a couple of leaves. I know we have the brush, but then we need some darker ones too as well. Cover that up. How does that look? Does that look a little better? A little better. What we could do is we can go in and, I don't know, we could do this with white. Fix that mess up there. All right. And then we're gonna let that go for now. So what I went to go get is my favorite CSYs. Oh, we're gonna use our gold pearl. Oh, see this. This is gonna be so excellent. Excellent. And we're gonna go in just want to do some circles. Let's see, let's get right in the middle there. Oh, it's just so pretty. Isn't that pretty? And then we'll go down here. Look at how pretty that is. We'll get some puddles. Look at that puddle. Oh, that's so pretty. This puddle. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. I think we need just a little bit more. Gold. Oh, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it. So let me just walk away, see what this needs. I think it needs just, let me do the burnt umber. Just a few little dots. Little dotterelles. Cindy's dotterelles. Little dotterelles. Need a little contrast here. Smaller, but darker. A little contrast. Smaller, oops. Smaller, but darker. Little contrast. Little dotterelles. Little dotterelles. Yeah, just a little bit. These little details just give it a little depth. Really having a hard time. I am having a hard time with the road in the middle, but we're just gonna let it go. I'm loving this like little area here. What's going on here? Go. Just a little bit more dotterelles. That's what we need. Really light lines of grass. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Maybe some undersea. Okay. Really light. Really lightly. Oh, nope. Nope. I want it really lightly. I hear people shooting out there. Oh, there's deer where I live. I don't like that. Okay. Dotterelles. There we go. I think that's it. I better stop. Oh, look at the gold. Oh, that looks so pretty. Let me just dry this off a little bit, and then we'll take the tape off. Alrighty, let's take that tape off. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oops. I love it. I love it. It turned out pretty nice. Turned out pretty nice. Look at that gold sheen. I love it. Oh, look at that. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, thanks for being here and doing this with me. I've got more ideas coming, so I've got more videos coming. So thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you so much. Bye-bye.
Love at first sight, when I looked in those eyes, all those years ago. Trips to Virginia, so Grandma could meet ya, to starting a family of our own. A few years later